Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Friday, May 27th, 2011. There's a lot to cover in the market, so let's get right into the charts here. First, we'll take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, which are trading higher by just about $2.75 to 13.29 and a quarter. You can see here in live time, futures are trading higher a little bit. If we go to a 10-minute chart, you'll see that they've had a pretty nice move ever since around 5 a.m. Little pullback here, and then a little bit of a move higher. The dollar is getting trashed today, so mark it up. That means the dollar is down. However, the dollar decline is about 57, 58 cents at the moment. If you were to see the dollar down 57, 58 cents on any given day about a month ago, the market would be up 100 points in the futures. That is not the case this morning. The market's barely higher, and the dollar is getting pummeled. Take a look at it on a daily chart of the dollar. You'll see this is probably the biggest decline here. Now, today is the last trading day before the Memorial Day holiday weekend, which will begin this afternoon. This is going to be a very heavy driving season, time where people will travel. So, the powers that be never want to let the markets have a bad performance the day before a major spending weekend where people will go out and spend a lot of money. Now, there are a couple things to go over quickly. Last night, the Asian markets were up for the most part, except for the Shanghai index. Shanghai index is China, and that was lower by nearly 1% or 28 points on the Shanghai. Now, the Shanghai to me is the most important index in Asia right now because everybody goes off of China growth. Everybody talks about the China growth engine. China is what's going to revive the world. So you're seeing really terrible action in China. Where China, I believe, is down 13% in the past month. So that's a big, big fall. They're in corrective mode. They're getting closer to a full-on bear market. But right now, China is really under pressure. The Shanghai index selling off by 1% last night. Now, the Nikkei index was down about 0.4%. The Hang Seng was up 1%. The Sensex, which is India, was up by 1.25%. And then you had Australia up just about 0.5%. But when I look at the Asian markets, I really follow Shanghai. Shanghai, believe it or not, is a leading indicator for the markets. And you're seeing very, very weak action in China right now. And China is trading lower. It is not a good sign overall for the overall economy. So let's see how this plays out. Today is the final trading day before a holiday. Generally going into a holiday the first 2 or 3 days up to the a major holiday like Memorial Day, we just give the market an upside bias. That was what we had for yesterday, and the market, managed to scratch out a little bit of a gain. The Nasdaq actually had a very nice gain. So we'll see how that plays out today and how that all works out. If you look at the Nasdaq futures, you're going to see they're up 5 points. It's not a great move by any stretch, but nonetheless, it's still a decent move higher. Now we'll see how much lower the dollar can go today, but the dollar really is getting pummeled, and that usually will help to inflate most commodity stocks. It will help to inflate oil, which is trading higher today. Gold and silver are both trading higher as well. I'll show you the USO, which we use as an oil barometer. You can see that's trading up to around 39.89 per share. Yesterday closed at 39.60. The SLV is trading at 37.05. Yesterday closed at 36.51. And then we'll look at GLD, which is trading higher as well. GLD closed at 148.22, trading at 148.91, even tagged the 149 level. So good bounces in just about everything out there on the falling dollar as far as commodities go. However, we'll have to wait and see exactly how the market can react into the closing bell. That's something we've seen as of late. The stock market has been very, very weak going into the closing bell. Just take a look at the S&P 500, and I'll punch up a 10-minute chart here. Good little sell-off yesterday before the close. The day before that, the market was up. Good sell-off. You're seeing these weak closes in the market, and that's usually an indication of overall market weakness. Now, going into the holiday, we're just going to give the market that upside bias at the moment. I think that's the more prudent thing to do today, as volume is expected to be very, very light throughout the trading session. Now, there's a couple stocks that I want to bring to your attention quickly, and that will be Marvell, MRVL. This is a chip maker having a pretty good day. Yesterday announced earnings. The stock is up and trading sharply higher at the moment. So this stock is catching a little bit of a bid today. This could be in focus for most of the session. I'm not sure if it can really get through much past the $16 level, but in any case, it's having a good morning so far. A couple of other names that we must take note of out there would be CVS, and that's the popular drugstore chain. Let me just get that symbol up there. And that's gapping up today as well. That looks like a pretty decent gap up if you look at the daily chart. It had a pretty good little base today, getting a nice pop higher. So this stock looks strong. Yesterday closed at $38.15. It's trading above $40 now, $40.25, $40.35. It looks like a solid move, and I'm not sure I would fade that gap. That looks like a pretty strong gap higher move today for the most part. Another stock that's making a move today is Broadcom. This stock has been pummeled on the charts. It's trading up a little bit. Broadcom closed at $34.65. It's trading at $35.13. So a decent little move there. You could look at this stock right here, Metro PCS, and this is having a pretty solid move as well. That looks like a real gap higher. So again, that may not be a fade candidate. That looks like a pretty decent move there on Metro PCS. You could see right now trading at $20, and yesterday was trading down around 18 and a quarter. So very, very good move there. Now on the flip side, you do have one stock that is just getting hammered today, and this is Medco. Medco is just getting crushed. Look at this stock right here, trading down, severely. This is a big, steep decline. It looks like it's in the range of about 13%. So again, Medco is getting really crushed. Medco Health. So this one could be in play today. I'm just looking to see where I would find good support, and I'm thinking right around this level, 85, 86 dollar level. There is some short-term support. You're also going to have a little bit more support around the 74. I'll say 74.50 level. 54.50 level. I think you're going to have a little bit more short-term support if it does get down there. So good support for this stock on the daily chart right around here. And I'll just punch the daily chart up right now. And look at that big drop. And then you're going to watch right around this pivot. There'll be pretty good support. And this looks to be around 54.50. But in any case, Medco is just absolutely getting annihilated this morning, taken to the woodshed. All right, there is some economic data that will be released today. And let's just go over that quickly. It looks like we have consumer sentiment at 9:55. We also have at 8:30 coming up. Oh, it just released out. Personal income data will be released. Was just released at 8:30. So that could be giving the markets a little bit of a bounce, and you could see that that is actually happening at the moment. And then you're going to have some more data, I believe. At 10 o'clock, you'll have pending home sales, and that looks to be it for the day. Volume overall should be pretty light. Will give the market an upside bias, but it's very important to see how this market closes. If this market closes on a weak note or a little bit of a sell-off, then it's telling you that we have to get ready for next week. That there could be some issues out there in this market. So again, it's been a very, very feeble bounce at best. Weak bounce in this market over the last couple days. Don't want to make too much out of it. We're going into the holiday weekend. Many traders are leaving early today, and most won't even be in the office. So institutional traders are really just probably going to be involved in the first hour, if anything, and then the day will probably just go into light volume mode unless there's a geopolitical event or something that takes place. There's still a ton of problems in Europe. Japan was downgraded last night, I believe, by Fitch. Their credit outlook was downgraded to negative from stable. And you have the Shanghai index, which is not looking too pretty. So just once again, remember, all the regular problems that we've had are still out there, and we're not going to make too much out of them, being that it's Memorial Day and a light volume period. But when we come back from the break, and that'll be on Tuesday, we'll we'll see how it all plays out. Remember, the markets are closed next Monday for the Memorial Day holiday, which is May 30th. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you on the charts on Tuesday. Take care now.